Yo, I tell you what though, what if I paid you to read my book? That's right. Like, I know there's sites out here that pay you for reviews. You write a review, you read a book, you write a review, you get paid for it, and it's an agreed upon arrangement, and that's good and all. I've even made a video about it. You can watch it on the channel if you're into that kind of thing, how to make money online reading and writing reviews. But what if I, as an author, pay you to read my book? That's right, pay you to read my book. I literally just heard about this concept. It blew my mind. I'm interested to know what you think about it. That's what we're talking about in this here video. Let's get into it. So the other day I was binge watching YouTube videos like I do every day. I watch tons of YouTube videos and I came across Tim Ferriss. Now, if you're not familiar with who Tim Ferriss is, he's the guy who wrote the 4-Hour Workday. He's a podcaster, he's a YouTuber, he is a writer, and just all around just incredible guy. And in one of his videos, he casually mentions the name Kevin Kelly in an article written by Mr. Kevin Kelly titled 1,000 True Fans. Now, I've been an artist for a couple of years. I want to say about over 8 years. I've been a YouTuber now for just a couple of months, and I've sold digital products online and entrepreneur. I've known what it's like to search for supporters, to try to create a movement. And believe me when I say 1,000 true, dedicated, loyal fans is not an easy thing to attain. Now, while it's difficult, it's certainly not impossible. Look, there's people reaching 1,000 fans every day on YouTube, Twitter, social media, Instagram, things like that. Some people post a picture and get 1,000 likes, and it's true, dedicated followers of their brands, not, robots and things like that, which we are so familiar with these days. But on YouTube, for example, you're required to get 1,000 fans and 4,000 watch hours. By the way, I got 460 something right now. If you're watching this video, my goal for May is to get 500 subscribers, eventually 1,000 and 10,000. My goal eventually is to reach 100,000. So please, if you're watching this video, support your boy by liking. The goal for me is 500 subscribers. But anyway, on YouTube, you got to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before you can even think about having a conversation of getting monetized, which is everybody's dream, right? But the truth of the matter is that getting 1,000 people to believe in your brand and support you is not easy. It's not easy as some people might make it seem. So if you subscribe to this channel, thank you. We're going to get there. Thank you so much. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. Even hit the ringer, hit thumbs up, leave a comment, all that kind of good stuff. Now, Kevin Kelly's article on his website, kk.org, is an interesting concept that I, like I said, just heard about it. And I want to introduce it to you if you've never heard about it and see what you think. So leave a comment, engage with this. I want to hear what y'all think, and here's how it goes. You can get people to purchase your books, but for the most part, people leave the books on their bookshelves and they just sit there collecting dust. People go to book events just to support an author, and they purchase books and they don't read it. Also, in the ebook format, people might download an audiobook, might download an ebook, and we've all been there. You start reading, you like, let me check on what's going on Instagram world, let me check on what's going on Twitter world, Facebook world, TikTok world, and you just find yourself 2 hours deep in the cell phone, and you're like, dang, I was reading the book, right? As a publisher, I personally know how many people read my books, especially in the ebook form. I can literally go right now and say, okay, this amount of people read my books, this amount of people downloaded books this month, this week, today, and tell all that data, but in a limited capacity. Now, Mr. Kelly's idea of increasing readership is interesting, and it's the concept of this video, paying readers to read your book, and essentially you get paid to read an author's work. And it only works with electronic versions of the book though. So on Kindle, on Apple Books and things like that, it would not work with paperback, unfortunately, because you need software to track these things. Right now we have some kind of software in Amazon's Kindle to track it, but not in a sophisticated way like it's going to be in this concept here. So you purchase the book. We're going to use $5 for the purpose of this video, just to make it easy, because your boy is not very great with math. I'm not the best at math, so we're just going to use $5, right? So a reader will purchase the book for $5, and then we use an ebook reader, so Kindle, Apple Books, to digitally read the book. And the ebook reader will contain software that will track the reader's readability, the reader's habits, like how long did it take to turn a page, how long did they highlight, how often did they highlight, and how many pages did they activate, how many pages did they read in one sitting. So from the time they open the app, pull up the book, how many pages did they turn until they close the app. So the software will read and determine that kind of interaction the reader has with the book. So using a database of reading patterns, the software will be able to determine how the reader engages and interacts with the book. And if, this is key, this is important, if the reader's behavior pattern exceeds a percentage of about 95% of pages turned, for example, then the software would then initiate a payment to the purchaser because you've crossed that threshold of 95% pages turned, 95% of highlights, or 95% of engagement with the book. And so the software would then initiate a payment to the purchaser. You getting paid for reading the book. I know you track with me so far and I feel it. So leave a comment, hit the thumbs up so I know we're engaging. We want unlocked in this thing. Let's go. All right, so if a reader is given credit for reading the book, remember they purchased the book for $5, they engaged with the book, they crossed that threshold of say 95%, then they are rewarded for reading the book by giving back $6. So not only did you get back your $5 that you spent purchasing the book, but you get $1 on top of that, thus earning money for reading the book. Earning money for reading a book. That is, of course, if they read it. Now, this part is interesting. The publisher would pay the differences from the potential greater sales revenue this arrangement would incur, because a lot of people in their minds are just entering because it will cost them nothing, or I would just make money. I would make money from reading this book, because greater number of people will purchase the book initially in hope and expectation that they will finish reading the book and then make money from it. It's just that simple. But here's the catch though. There is a catch, and here's the catch. You ready for it? If you're wondering how the publisher, especially self-published authors, actually make money from this, because a person buys for $5 and you give them $6, then you ask a very important question, because the likely outcome is that while many more people will purchase books, fewer will actually read it to completion. So the actual payoff for success will be less, following the known pattern that people buy books and don't read it. People purchase ebooks, paperbacks, hardcovers, and don't read it. They shelf it and it collects dust. So it would just prove an already known concept. So if, for example, a publisher sold 10 books, that's $50. And for every one book that was actually read, the payout would be $6. And that's 50 minus 6, which is $44 to the publisher. Now, if this offer increases ordinary sales, for example, by 40%, there will be an increase in total revenue from about $35 to $45 to $99 additional profit with this model. Now, of course, there is satisfaction for both parties. It works for both parties. If you buy the book as a purchaser, if you buy my book and you read it, crossing the threshold, you get paid for it and you keep the book. If you don't, I keep the money and you still keep the book. If you do read it, you get a small compensation, $1, and I make the money or offset the cost from the greater amount of books purchased, because a lot more people will buy in and most people are not going to read the book in completion. Now, the payout ratio can be adjusted, depending on the price of the book, the content of the book, what kind of category, what kind of genre, and things like that. Software can be made more sophisticated, eyeballs, reading every single word. You can go high or low with this thing and make it really sophisticated, all right? And it's really interesting. I think it is. Now, here's a couple of thoughts as we wrap up this thing here. Here's 2 thoughts that I thought about when I immediately read this, because you always want to be thinking critically, right? For one, if you give the reader a less amount of the original book price, that might not scare off publishers and then cause the reader, to earn your own discount. So if the book is $5 and you say, if you read the book in completion, you just pay me $3.99, and that just makes the reader earn their own discount and not scare off the publishers. Just like, I don't know if I want to give you money from my coffers, like give you $1, you give me $5, you read the book in completion, I give you, and like that, you know what I mean? So that might be a model to make the person earn their own discount and not scare off potential publishers. And 2, secondly, you can offer the reader a discount or a full refund for their feedback. This can be tricky though for people who have a large following, for people who have thousands or hundreds of thousands of readers, where you can't read all those emails. But if you have a micro following, you can offer readers a discount or full refund for their feedback. That way people don't game the system. You actually want to read real feedbacks and reviews, kind of like what you see on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or different platforms. So if you send me feedback in my email, you get a discount or you get some kind of reward, you get some kind of gain. And that sounded more like a giveaway, but this is just a fun way to get a person engaging, get the readers engaging, and also just have people not game the system. But just 2 quick thoughts that I was thinking about while reading this. And there you have it, paying readers to read their book, paying you to read my book. Let me know what you think. Please hit the thumbs up button so YouTube can spread this around. I appreciate it. The goal is 500 subscribers for the month of May. It's my birthday month. If you're gonna subscribe for that fact alone. I talk about how to make money online, how to publish online books, low content books, high content books, and just about things that I'm interested in this channel. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about this model, this book idea on how to read and make money on the book that you bought. My name is RifleX. I appreciate you watching to the end. I will see you on the next one. Peace.